Regular programming for this breaking news. Reports are circulating that Senator Antonio Trillanes may be arrested either tonight or tomorrow morning. This information has yet to be verified, but reporters at the Senate are now on standby for any development. Trillanes has been staying at the Senate to escape any arrest since President Duterte voided his amnesty for attempting a coup d'etat a decade ago against the Arroyo administration. Let's check the situation at the Senate. Our Trisha Terada is there now. Trisha, can you tell us what's happening there right now?
Well, Ruth, we're still here outside the offices of the senators here on the 5th floor of the Senate. We're just a few meters away from the office of Senator Antonio Trillanes. And as you can see behind me, there's that area that's cordoned off, and that's where the media people are staying. We are staking out because we have received unverified information that Senator Antonio Trillanes will be arrested anytime tomorrow. It could be in the wee hours or early in the morning, could also be late in the afternoon. And we're still trying to confirm that information, but that's the same message that we received from the camp of Senator Laila de Lima, asking his supporters and also the media to be on standby because of, again, reports that he could be arrested anytime via court-martial. But Senate President Tito Soto is saying that the arresting officers will not be allowed to enter the Senate in case they would insist on an arrest via court-martial. That's the latest information that we have right now. But so far, there are just a few supporters inside the room of Senator Trillanes, and some of his staff already went home, but there are still many who are staying inside his office awaiting for further information about any movement. Ruth?
Trisha, have you seen the senator recently? Or, di ba, usually within the day, kanina ilang beses siyang lumabas to give his statements. Sa ngayon, nakita niyo ba siya?
Well, Ruth, yung huling beses na nakita namin siya, kanina lang nung lumabas si Vice President Leni Robredo, sinamahan niya to palabas, maybe to escort her. But after that, we haven't seen him go out of his office. It's just his staff going out earlier telling us that they need telling the security officers here at the Senate for water, naghihingi sila ng water supply because apparently the water supply was cut in the whole Senate. We're still finding out how it actually happened, and they're still waiting for the supply to be reconnected. Ruth?
Okay, tanungin ko lang din, may nakikita ka ba dyan? Kasi diba in the past days, meron ding mga sinasabing mga PNP or AFP officials na nandyan na possibly on standby for possible arrest. May nakita ka ba kayo dyan or within the premises of the Senate?
Look, kanina, Ruth, mga before 6, merong mga officers na nagpapatrol doon sa Senate premises sa ground floor. Pero sa mga oras na to, wala na yung mga nabanggit na mga police or members ng military. Meron na lang mobile sa baba, pero wala na namataan naman na nagbabantay katulad nung kadami ng tao kanina. Ruth?
Opposition leader and Vice President Leni Robredo visits Senator Trillanes, who's been holed up at his Senate office, as a show of support. Robredo says President Duterte's move to void Trillanes' amnesty is a clear case of harassment. The Vice President says the administration is using its power to silence critics. She says the President's order for Trillanes' arrest will only strengthen the opposition and give its members more reasons to stay united.
Panghaharas ito, malinaw yung dahilan kung bakit ito ginagawa at mariin nating tinututulan yung ganitong paraan, yung paggamit na kapangyarihan para patahimikin yung may hindi kaparehong opinion sa pamahalaan. Yung nangyayari kay Senator Trillanes, lalo niya pang unify yung oposisyon, lalo pang binibigyan ng dahilan para lalo magkaisa.
Again, reports are circulating that Senator Antonio Trillanes may be arrested either tonight or tomorrow morning. We go back to Trisha Terada at the Senate. Trisha, can you tell us the latest that's happening there? Trisha.
Yes, we are with Senator Antonio Trillanes right now, and we're just going to ask him a few updates about the unverified information that we received that his arrest could be happening anytime soon, today or tomorrow morning. Yes, Senator, magandang gabi. Sir, first of all, yun nga pa narinig natin na may mga unverified information na posibleng mangyari siya pag-aresto sa inyo within the evening or tomorrow morning. How do you feel about this, sir? Paano kayo nag-handle?
Actually, ever since what's this, nag-stay ako dito, in-expect ko na anytime ako ay aarestuhin. But ang sa akin sa ngayon, ang estado is merong agreement ang AFP-DND with the Senate leadership na walang arrest na mangyari within the Senate premises. So I believe that the AFP is professional and they will stand by and honor that agreement.
Sir, do you see any basis para sa posibleng pag-aresto na to dahil nga posible daw na i-insist yung court-martial?
Well, I believe ito yung mga nanggagaling ito dun sa mga eager, yung mga galit siguro sa akin na talagang they want to stress me out, but alam nyo, at this point in time, inured na ako sa mga ganyan. So, I'm just holding on to the facts that we have.
Sir, in case mag-insist sila ng arrest dito sa Senate, insisting yung court-martial order, what are your plans?
Ang sa akin dito is if hindi yan galing sa civilian court, base dun sa agreement ng mga senador, ay hindi to i-honor. Kung ang hawak lang ay yung proclamation itself, ay hindi po yan valid kasi unconstitutional po yan. Ang warrant lang po ay ini-issuehan ng judge. Yeah.
Sir, there's an information na mapapaaga yung pagdating ni President. He will be arriving on Saturday. He will be leaving Jordan tomorrow. Sir, any message for the President or do you plan on communicating with him about all these?
Well, definitely I'm not planning to communicate with him. This is a major problem that he would face. Grabe po ang political backlash with this blunder that he committed, and he followed the advice of his sloppy lawyers like Kalida and now Panelo, who's this, Harry Roque and Guevara. These people didn't do their homework, so that's why it's blowing up on their faces.
All right, thank you very much, Senator Trillanes.
Thank you.
At the Senate, let's talk to Senate Sergeant at Arms, General Jose Balahadia. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ruth.
Sir, may mga kumakalat po na report sa posible raw pong maaresto ngayon o bukas ang umaga itong si Senator Antonio Trillanes. Ano pong information nyo?
Alam mo, wala kaming informasyon kung meron mga arrest o wala. Kasi wala naman sinasabi namin dito. We don't have any information at all. Kasi kami naman ang nakakaalam dapat dito kung merong arrest, di ba? Pakikitahan nila kami ng arrest order or anything like that. And wala namang sa amin. There is no news about that.
Ano po bang dapat procedure, General Balahadia?
Well, if there is an arrest, there should be an order at least.
Kailangan rin po bang i-coordinate sa inyo in advance? Ano pong protocol sa ganito?
Hindi, kailangan sasabihin sa amin. Natural, kung meron silang arrest. Sasabihin sa amin. Ngayon, as of now, sinasabi ni Senate President that if there is going to be any arrest at all, it cannot be done within the Senate grounds.
Yes, sir.
Hindi pwede po yan.
Pero if...
And as of now, wala kaming balita. Wala. Nothing, Ruth. Okay?
But sir, if and when that happens, ano po bang posibleng maging scenario if may mga dumating po dyan na mga katulad ng mga nakaraang araw, there are PNP and AFP personnel there, what could happen?
Nag-uusap na nga kami yan, na dumating dito, but then ang sabi namin sa kanila, if there is going to be any arrest, it should not happen within the Senate grounds. Yun lang ang guidance ni Senate President, na hindi pwede sa Senate grounds. Kung merong mga arrest, kung kailangan mag-arrest, di sa outside of the Senate grounds.
So,
Senate confines.
Yes. So, General Balahaja, you're determined to impose that order of the Senate President na wala pong mangyayaring anumang arrest within the Senate premises kahit po weekend, kahit walang session, ganun po ba?
Basta walang arrest order. I mean, basta walang walang arrest order. We cannot do anything. Kailangan sila ang mag-arrest. Pero kailangan ang gawin nila yan sa labas ng Senate grounds, huwag sa loob.
And sa ngayon po, kamusta po ang security sa Senate?
Well, nandiyan pa rin. May security naman sabi, as usual. The usual security that we have. Yes.
So as far as you're concerned, sir, at this point, wala pong any coordination, wala pong any information na nakakarating sa inyo about this possible arrest?
Wala.
But just the same, again, ano po yung ipapatupad nyo, the order from the Senate President?
There will be no arrest inside the Senate confines. Yan lang.
Sa ngayon po ba, sir, anong mangyayari din just in case? Kasi may call itong supporters ni Senator Laila de Lima for the supporters also of Senator Trillanes na pumunta daw dyan to prevent a possible illegal arrest.
Alam mo kasi, Ruth, no? Yung mga ganyang balita, wala kami nakukuha, no? Dapat meron kami makukuha. Pero yung kanila siguro, baka haka nila yun. But nothing is happening right now. There are no actions, there are no coordinations with us.
Opo, but yun na nga, just a call for supporters lang po to come over to go to the Senate just in case of a possible illegal arrest. Ano pong mangyayari? Pwede po ba silang pumunta dyan? What security measures will be taken?
Well, the usual security measures, we check everyone. Now, kung office hours naman, na hindi naman kailangan magpunta dito, the usual that we do is, we also control people that come in here. Kasi gabi na, and siyempre, kung off-office hours na, kinokontrol na rin namin yung mga taong papasok dito. Right? For security reasons. And we always do that.
Okay. Again, wala po kayong information for the possible arrest or coordination or anything. Okay, maraming pong salamat. Okay, thank you to General Jose Balahadia, Senate Sergeant at Arms. Detained Senator Laila de Lima calls on supporters of democracy to be on standby amid these reports. She says Senator Trillanes is, quote, highly vulnerable to an illegal arrest tonight until Sunday when the Senate is not in session and a very few people are there, unquote. De Lima, however, clarifies they are still verifying these reports. Senate President Tito Soto, meanwhile, says authorities cannot enter the Senate in case they plan to arrest Senator Trillanes through court-martial. Again, all these comes amid reports of Trillanes' possible arrest anytime tonight or tomorrow morning. At this point, we have Attorney Reynaldo Robles on the phone. Attorney Robles is the lawyer of Senator Trillanes. Magandang gabi po, Attorney Robles.
Magandang gabi po. Magandang gabi po.
Sir, paano ba to? Itong mga kumakalat na balita na posible daw maaresto ngayon si Senator Trillanes? We know that the court who is trying the coup d'etat charges, binigyan pa po kayo ng 5 araw para magkaroon ng hearing. Ano po?
Opo. Pag gagawin po ng Armed Forces yan at ng PNP, illegal po yung gagawin nila at alam nila yon, no? Kasi alam naman nila na walang warrant galing sa korte at walang warrant galing sa military tribunal kasi wala pang nako-convene. No? Kung gagawin po nila yan, magiging illegal po ang kanilang gagawin at siguro mananagot sila sa batas, no? Pagdating ng araw dyan.
Pero Attorney Robles, in the past days, meron din po kasi mga statement. Itong Defense Department, di ba sinasabi po nila na may jurisdiction pa rin daw po sa kay Trillanes itong Defense Department at magpapatuloy daw yung court-martial proceedings. May mga ganun silang statements eh.
Opo, pero yun po kasi wishful thinking on their part, no? Kagaya nga ng sabi nila, wala yung records nung sinasabi nilang court-martial, pero sinasabi ko sa kanila, ako kasi yung abogado ni Senator Trillanes, nagbuhat noong 2003, wala siyang court-martial case. No? Kasi yung court-martial case, isinampa for mutiny noong 2010. No? In 2007, Senator Trillanes became a senator. No? nung mag-file siya ng Certificate of Candidacy, ayon po sa election code natin, sa batas natin, automatic na siya na-resign sa anumang posisyon sa gobyerno. Dahil po doon, nagsampa siya ng request sa AFP para officially i-consider na siyang na-resign. Naglapas po ang AFP ng General Order number 515 series of 2000 saying that they are approving the resignation, ipso facto resignation of Senator Trillanes. 2007 pa po yun. So civilian na siya noong 2007, kaya po siya nakapaglingkod sa Senado. So wala ho siyang court-martial case at yun hong naging court-martial case niya noong 2003, conduct unbecoming of an officer. Ang maximum penalty po ron, discharge from the service. Wala na ho siya sa serbisyo. Ibabalik nila si Senator Trillanes sa serbisyo para i-discharge nila. Parang malaking kalokohan naman po yata yon.
Yung isa rin kasi nilang sinasabi, attorney, kasi daw ginawa daw niya ito when he was still in active duty, kaya daw magpapatuloy daw yung court-martial proceedings. How do you respond to that?
Hindi po totoo yan kasi ang sinasabi nila null and void daw ho yung amnesty. Kaya nila mapababalikin sa serbisyo si Senador Trillanes. 2010 ho yung amnesty. Nawala ho sa serbisyo si Senador Trillanes 2007 pa. So kahit sabihin na nilang tama na yung amnesty may problema o mali, walang kinalaman po yun sa pagkakatanggal sa serbisyo ni Senador Trillanes. Nawala siya sa serbisyo dahil tumakbo at nanalo siyang senador. At tingnan lang nila, may General Order number 515, sinasabi ko sa Oras, series of 2007, wherein si General Esperon mismo inaprubahan yung pagkaka-honorably discharged ni Senator Trillanes dahil senador na nga siya.
Okay, pero attorney, sa ngayon po, na balitaan nyo rin po ito na posible nga daw magkaroon ng pag-aresto.
Yun po yung umuugong na balita. Pag ganyan po at gagawin ng Armed Forces or PNP yan, isinasa isang tabi na nila yung ating mga batas at ang ating Constitution sa ligang batas. Nakakatakot po yan. Kung kaya po nilang gawin yan sa isang nakaupong senador, na may suporta ng buong Senado at sinasabing illegal yung gagawin sa kanya, pwede pong gawin yan kahit sa kaninong mamamayan. Wala na hong safe sa atin. Kaya sana naman, kung nakikinig man yung mga ating kapulisan at mga miyembro ng Hukbong Sandatahan, mag-isip-isip po kayo kasi illegal po yan at kung gagawin nyo po yan, pagdating ng araw, mananagot din po kayo sa batas. At pangalawa, parang yung ating mga pinaglaban na kalayaan, yung pinaglaban ng mga bayani nating noong pang-araw, na mamuhay ng maayos sa ilalim ng batas, parang ibinabasura na ho natin.
Attorney, when was the last time you talked to Senator Trillanes? Just recently or a few minutes ago? Did you get the chance to talk to him or by orders mo siya sa inyo?
I just came from the Senate kaninang 5:30. I'm at my office trying to work, no? Pero nasabihan na ako na meron ng persistent na balita na ganyan. Sana naman ay balita lang yan at sana naman ho yung ating mga miyembro ng Hukbong Sandatahan at mga pulis wag sumunod sa illegal na utos na papasok sa isang institution ng government, ng Senado, pepersahin nilang pasukin yon para lang sumunod sa isang illegal na order. Hindi po tama yon.
Are you planning to go to the Senate po ba?
Depende ho. Pero yun nga, I'm trying to do some work lang and hopefully, hindi naman po sana totoo yan, no? Pero yun nga, nananawagan na rin ako sa mga ating kapulisan at sa AFP, wag po tayong sumunod sa maling utos, illegal na order.
Any message also to the supporters of Senator Trillanes, because there was a text message from the group and also the supporters of Senator De Lima saying na calling on some of the supporters to come to the Senate now to show support because they are verifying reports of an illegal arrest, a possible illegal arrest.
Well, ako ho, umaasa sa professionalism ng mga sundalo at mga pulis natin, no? Yun pong gustong dumalo kay Senador Trillanes at magpahayag ng suporta, you are free to do the same, no? Pero yun nga ho, ipagdasal na rin po lang natin siya na sana naman ay hindi totoo itong balitang ito at yun nga, sana ay sumunod ho sa batas yung administrasyon.
In the meantime, sir, what can we expect with regards naman to the motion you filed at the Supreme Court earlier today? Ano pong inaasahan natin dyan?
Alam naman natin ho na yung cases would take time, no? But we will try to see if we can ask the Supreme Court to act more swiftly, no, on this matter, no. We intend to file a motion, urgent motion tomorrow, to ask them to expedite the action on the case. No?
So this will be another motion, sir, aside from that, the one that you filed earlier?
Yes. We will also ask the court to consider raffling the case earlier. No? Kasi ang balita ko, ang next week, every Tuesday lang yata yung raffle. No? So we will try to see if we can convince the court to have the case raffled earlier. Especially in the light of this na extreme news na merong ganyang balita na may magtatangkang mag-effect ng illegal arrest. No?
But with regards to this issue on court martial proceedings, can this be addressed? Did you address this on with the Supreme Court petitions you filed, or hindi rin siya pwede dyan because it's a separate, it's with the Defense Department?
We are relying on the professionalism of the men and women of the armed forces of the Philippines. Alam nila kung ano yung tama. They will be able to find this in their records. Yung pong AFP officers natin, tignan nyo lang po. General Order number 515, series of 2007. Makikita nyo po doon. Lawfully discharged si Senator Trillanes as early as 2007. So, kung pepersahin po nyo ang isang sibilyan na 10 taon ng sibilyan at pababalikin nyo sa uniforme, kung pwedeng gawin po ito kay Senador Trillanes, kahit sino sa inyo, pwedeng ganyanin. Wag ko tayong pumayag sana na ganyan.
Attorney, another one, expected hearing on September 13. Pag-usapan na rin po natin at the Makati RTC 148 where the original coup d'etat charges were filed. Ano pong plano natin for the September 13 hearing?
Well, I don't want to discuss sana yung merits, no? Pero since yun nga, alam ko naman na nag-file ng extremely urgent motion yung yung pong kaso na yun na-dismiss na. I can give you the exact date, no? September 21, 2011, no? I have a copy of the order here. So since na-dismiss na yun, patay na ho yung kasong yun. You cannot attempt to revive it after 7 years, no? Wishful thinking na lang ho ng prosecution na kaya nilang buhayin yung kaso. Considering na nag-grant na yung amnesty, sa batas po natin kasi and sa jurisprudence, sa decision ng Supreme Court, yung amnesty po, yun yung tinatawag nila na nabubura yung lahat ng supposedly krimen, no? It obliterates and exonerates yung person of all charges, no? And it's as if the offense was never committed, no? So, hindi pwedeng buhayin yung kaso na ganyan. At pangalawa, since na Senador Trillanes matagal nang nililitis nung i-dismiss yan, na-arraign na sila, pag na-dismiss yan, hindi mo na rin pwedeng buhayin kasi double jeopardy na yun na pinagbabawal na ang ating saligang batas. Hindi ka pwedeng papanagutin ng 2 beses for the same act, no? Na na-dismiss na yung kaso.
Okay, maraming pong salamat kay Attorney Ray Robles. He is the lawyer of Senator Antonio Trillanes. Again, if you just joined us, there are reports circulating that anytime now, Senator Trillanes could be arrested. Our reporter Trisha Tirada is saying, who is in the Senate, is saying that such reports are circulating. And one of the reasons why that is so, because there was apparently a Viber group that was sent to the De Lima Senate Reporters Viber group saying that calling on supporters to be on standby. We may need your presence at the Senate. That's what the Message is saying we're still verifying reports, but supporters on scene assess that Senator Trillanes is highly vulnerable to an illegal arrest tonight until Sunday, when the Senate is not in session and very few people are there. Again, that's a Viber message sent by the group of Senator Laila de Lima to the Senate Reporters Viber group. There are reports circulating that Senator Trillanes could be arrested anytime, but his lawyer says that there is no basis for the government, for police, or the AFP to do that. And Senator Trillanes won't go down without a fight. Amid a possible arrest, Senator Trillanes turns to the Supreme Court to challenge President Duterte's action declaring his amnesty as void. But does Trillanes still have trust in the same court that affirmed an arrest order against his fellow opposition Senator Laila de Lima? Our Anjo Alimario has more.
Walang iwanan! Trillanes! Trillanes! Ipagtanggol!
It seems reminiscent of a detained colleague whose supporters filled the stretch of Padre Faura in Manila. Senator Laila de Lima eventually lost her fight at the Supreme Court and remains in jail. Now, her fellow opposition Senator Antonio Trillanes is also facing the High Court. This time to evade a possible arrest and challenge a presidential proclamation that voided his amnesty.
Maraming nagsabi sa amin, huwag pumunta sa Supreme Court dahil politicized daw, dahil yung mga mahistrado natin ay loyal sa Pangulo. Ang tingin ko, dito sa mga ganitong issue na ang kinabukasan at buhay na natin ang nakataya, maninindigan ang mga mahal nating mahistrado ng Supreme Court para gawin yung tama.
Trillanes' lawyer Ray Robles says if the Supreme Court can no longer be trusted, people seeking justice have nowhere else to go.
Bali wala na yung ating justice system. Kung ito na ganito kaklaro na nag-aaresto ng tao na wala namang warrant ay papayagan pa natin.
Trillanes asked the court to immediately issue a stay order against Proclamation 572, which nullified his amnesty. His ultimate call, declare President Duterte's action null and void ab initio. This is a proclamation's similar premise in voiding his amnesty.
We believe it is unconstitutional for a number of grounds, no? Also the attempt of the PNP and the armed forces to arrest the senator is grossly illegal. No? The president does not have the power to issue warrants of arrest. No?
Why unconstitutional? Well, they believe the president cannot unilaterally withdraw a completed act of amnesty. It also violates the senator's due process and smacks of political harassment.
Alam natin na Senator Trillanes is being specifically targeted by the administration. This is political harassment, pure and simple. It's very clear that this is political harassment.
Robles explains the proclamation violates Trillanes' right against double jeopardy. He added President Duterte committed grave abuse of discretion in issuing the proclamation, considering that his amnesty extinguished his previous offenses.
Kalagay nga sa jurisprudence natin, pag may amnesty, lahat ng krimen nabubura, no? It's extinguished and obliterated, no? So wala ka nang pwedeng buhayin.
Robles also raises the attempt to have Trillanes arrested without a valid warrant.
Pag maaresto si Senador Trillanes na isang senador, nang harap-harapan binabastos ang mga batas natin, ano kaya ang pwedeng mangyari sa isang ordinaryong tao na walang resources para ipagtanggol yung sarili niya?
Chief Justice Teresita Leonardo de Castro, a Duterte appointee, and the rest of the justices will first appreciate his plea, and Trillanes has to wait while in the Senate premises for an initial outcome. Anjo Alimario, CNN Philippines.
Okay, at this point, let's go back to Trisha Terada, who's still at the Senate. Trisha, can you tell us the latest there?
Well, Ruth, right now, everything's still the same. The media is still waiting outside the office of Senator Trillanes in the cordoned-off area. Well, let me just share with you that there were just quite a few changes today compared to how it was yesterday. Well, today, because of what happened earlier, because of the commotion during the arrival of Vice President Lenny Robredo, where the media flocked to her, asking her for interviews earlier, there were a few changes that were implemented here at the 5th floor of the Senate. So they put now a blue cordon where the media would just stay, unlike last night where we were still able to roam around the fifth floor and stay wherever we wanted to. But right now, we're just situated in this one side or two sides of the fifth floor. And everyone's on standby. Everyone's really waiting for what could happen next because of unverified information that we received where Senator Trillanes could be arrested anytime tomorrow. Again, it could be in the wee hours during daytime or could be in the afternoon. And we also received information that the president will be leaving Jordan earlier than expected. So he'll be leaving tomorrow and expected to arrive on Saturday. So there are speculations that the arrest could be possible in line with that arrival. And it's the same information that we received from the camp of Senator Laila de Lima asking the supporters of Senator Trillanes and the media's help also to be present here at the Senate in case of any untoward arrest that could happen anytime tomorrow or over the weekend. She asked everyone to be on standby from tomorrow until Sunday because of those unverified information. But Senator De Soto assured the reporters who were asking, what if the arresting officers would come here and get Senator Trillanes? But Soto saying that he would not allow a court-martial arrest in case the authorities would insist on that. Cruz?
Okay, Trisha, have you noticed anything unusual naman outside the Senate premises? Because in the past, there were PNP and military officials who were said to have been deployed there for the possible arrest of Senator Trillanes.
Well, Ruth, at least for this hour, everything's looking normal. There are no police or military flocking downstairs, but there was an announcement that no visitors or media will be allowed to enter beyond 11 p.m. That's the protocol that was reiterated to us this evening. Ruth?
And Trisha, any word on how Senator Trillanes is doing? Have you heard from him?
Well, so far, Ruth, we haven't seen him go out of his office, but right now, he's just resting inside, waiting still for further announcements. There's still a few visitors inside his office, and we're still trying to get more information as to how he is right now. But earlier, some of the staff went out to ask the Senate security for help to reconnect the water supply because apparently water supply ran out a few hours ago. We have yet to verify it has been reconnected, but the Senate staff are already working on it. Ruth?
Trisha, can we also go back to the reason that they're saying that of the possible arrest, of possible illegal arrest, that's what the camp of Trillanes is saying. This could be based on the statements of the Defense Department that he is can still be undergoing court-martial proceedings.
Mm-hmm. Ruth, actually, there is really no verified information about that, but that's actually one of the roots of the speculation where it could be coming from. Because again, yesterday, as we remember, the AFP had a press conference saying that Trillanes could still be answerable to a court-martial. But then again, even if they would insist on a court-martial, Senator Soto is saying that he would not allow the arrest to happen inside the premises of the Senate. Whereas from the camp of Senator Laila, the information coming from the camp of Senator Laila de Lima, there's no really clear basis as to where it's coming from. It could also be coming from the unverified information that came out about 6 p.m. earlier. Ruth?
And let's also mention that the government had requested for an alias warrant before the Makati RTC 148, which originally tried the coup d'etat charges against Senator Trillanes, but that court has set a hearing for September 13, and it has not acted on the request of the government for an alias warrant. Anyway, we will go back to you, Trisha Tirada, for the latest there at the Senate. CNN Philippines went on the record with key voices in this issue, including Senator Trillanes himself, Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Sal Panelo, and Chris Yambot from the National Union of People's Lawyers.
This is one of the trademarks of this administration. They just lie and try to convince everyone that this is the truth. And just to cite one of those lies, dito sa proclamation na ito, ang isang basis nila ay sinasabi na hindi daw ako nag-file personally ng aking application for amnesty. Then, suddenly, here comes this video showing na talagang nag-file ako.
As far as we're concerned, we have a very strong case. As far as we know, the proclamation granting amnesty to Mr. Trillanes is null and void. And if the argument is that the case has been dismissed, the dismissal was anchored on a void proclamation. Hence, I do not think the dismissal would be valid.
Patay na yung kaso matagal na siyang na-dismiss. So kung magpa-file ka ng motion sa isang inexistent na case, wala na siya actually sa docket ng court So the very fair answer to that is dapat ma-dismiss na agad yung motion na ito.
Panelo also told Trillanes Philippines that they will take their case to the Supreme Court if the Makati Regional Trial Court rules against their motion for a warrant against Trillanes.